let's talk about Instagram, because I know a lot of my students are like, I want to show up on Instagram, but I don't know what to say. I hate being on video. I feel awkward. It's just a lot, and I don't really get good engagement from it anyway. First of all, same, but also not the same, because I actually love Instagram, but I used to feel like that. And I understand where that is coming from. Before I made these changes, Instagram was not fun for me, but now it's like a creative expression or extension of my photography business. So if you're sitting there dreading it, let me just say this. The energy that you're putting out has so much to do with why you hate Instagram. It has everything to do with what you're getting out of it. If you open the app and immediately feel stressed or pressured to be this like polished version of yourself that isn't really you, of course you're going to dread it. It's going to suck because that's not sustainable. It's not you. You have to like it the same way you like creating with your camera. So if you're wondering how to shift that, let's get into it. Okay, so this is the part that nobody talks about, but it's literally everything. So many photographers are posting, but they don't know why they're posting. They're posting because they feel like they should. But like, why are you creating photos in the first place? Why are you offering this as a service? What's the actual dream here, the desire, the deeper reason? Let me tell you right now, it's not about the photos. It's about your intentions behind them, and I mean emotionally, but also conceptually. It's about the impact and what you are doing for people through your photography. So if you don't know what that is, if you've never really sat and asked yourself, why am I even doing this, more than, oh, I picked it up as a hobby, then no wonder showing up on Instagram and trying to create content feels hard. It's coming out flat because there's no substance behind it. So your first step is not to make a story or a reel or some post. It's to sit down today and journal or voice memo or whatever you need to do and start asking yourself the hard questions. Why am I doing this? Why am I a photographer? Why did I want to create images for people? Why did I choose these types of clients? Why did I choose these types of sessions? And really dive deeper into the meaning of your own life and what could be behind that that would make you want to do this. What story are you trying to tell for your client? And that is where good content starts, and that's where it stops feeling so icky and salesy, because it's actually more connected to your art. I talk about this more in my course, but seriously, this is the most important step in my opinion. Okay, once you get into your why, you're probably thinking like, okay, but still, what do I post? How do I know what to post each day? And a really easy way to do this is by creating content pillars. Now, some people still don't know what a content pillar is. It's really simple. It's just a pillar of content, like a subject of content. So the way that I suggest my students doing this is by basing it off of what you offer. So if you offer weddings, engagements, families, and branding, all of those can be different content pillars. So you will have content under weddings, you will have content under engagements, under families, and under branding. And you only want to make 3 to 5 pieces of content for each of those content pillars. That's not a lot, but that will get you like way over a month of content if you're posting every day, which is not necessary. So some examples: if you are talking about weddings, your first piece of content could just be your favorite story from a wedding day. The next piece of content could be a tip for getting ready in the morning. The next piece of content could be why you love weddings in general. The next piece of content could be just one image and showing your intention behind it. The next piece of content could be something encouraging your couples to do, something specific like a first look. But with each of these pieces of content, yes, they're simple, but they need to have substance behind them. Don't just put it into ChatGPT and expect them to come up with a unique answer for you unless they know your why and your inner brand and what you are authentically trying to do with your work. And I'm not saying that I don't agree with using ChatGPT. I definitely do. I think it's very helpful, and I actually enjoy reading posts that I know have been written by ChatGPT because they make sense. But I can tell when someone just put a question into ChatGPT and said, write me a caption, because there's no actual substance behind it. It's very surface and focused on obvious things. I want to actually hear from the photographer. I want to actually hear from you and your why, and be able to connect that back in every single post. Some more examples for sessions. If you're doing a family session, it could be why legacy means so much to you. You could share a client story, like if they were really nervous before, you could share that if like you're comfortable with that, or if they're comfortable with that, and kind of talk through how you work through that and why they don't need to be nervous. People just want to know more about the experience, right? So you need to be able to talk about that. You could give a tip on what to wear, and please don't give any more tips on what to wear and just say neutrals. We know that you want us to wear neutrals. We need something a little more in depth. You could talk about what you focus on when working with kids, or your approach. Or an engagement session, you could talk about how you make it fun and not awkward, because let's be honest, not a lot of people like being in front of the camera with a stranger. It makes sense, but it's your job to make them feel comfortable, so you could talk about how you do that. So like, that's content. Most of you are overthinking it. People just want to feel something. They don't want to read a pitch deck. And listen, no one, and I mean no one, wants to follow another business account. I think this is also why photographers hate Instagram, because you're trying to show up as a business when like photography isn't overly businessy. It's very personal. You're trying to show up like a brand or a business when you yourself, the photographer, is the product. Yes, the photos are important, but the person taking them is really important. Photography is so personal. You're literally stepping into someone's most sacred moments. So if your feed or your presence is giving like cold professional energy, it's not landing. Probably not for you, and probably not for your ideal client. People don't book businesses, they book a photographer. The photographer, you. And the part that does kind of suck is that you do have to be vulnerable. You've got to put yourself out there and your thoughts and opinions out there, which is hard. A lot of people don't want to do that. They get posting anxiety, and it is cringy. It's cringy at first, but you get better as you do it more. So when you do go to post something like a talking video, please stop saying at the beginning, oh, I don't come on here a lot, or I'm just popping on. No, you are here and you are the main character of this account. People clicked on you because they wanted to hear from you. Stop acting like you're like annoying people by showing up on your own account. Don't apologize for it, just talk. Pretend you always do this. It stops feeling awkward after like 30 seconds, I promise. And if you don't feel ready to post it, that's fine. Save it, but record it anyway, because you need to get used to hearing your voice, seeing yourself, and not flinching at it. Because trust me, people want to hear from you more than anything. If I'm looking through any type of like business account, whether it's photography or something totally different, I'm a lot more likely to stop and listen to them talking versus looking at a photo for very long. I'm going to listen to your 3-minute rant about something, but I'm not gonna look at your photo for 3 minutes. I'm gonna glance at it and I'm gonna forget about it. Does that make sense? It's all about connection. All right. That is your Instagram pep talk or mini rant for the day. Stop overthinking it. Stop trying to be perfect. Start by figuring out your why. That is the most important thing. Build some content pillars and just talk to people. Just connect with people. That's all you need to do. This is not about going viral. This is not about getting a ton of engagement, because I've booked I don't even know how many shoots in the last week. And if I went and looked back on all my posts, I bet you 90% of those people did not engage with my post, but they were watching. People are watching, even if they're not liking it. So don't worry about that. That's like in the past. We don't care about likes or any of that anymore. No one needs you to be viral. They just need you to be real. And you've got that part in the bag. So if this hit home, let me know in the comments. And if you want more help like this, my course is coming soon. You can join my email list to get a big discount on it. Shameless plug. You are doing better than you think. So go post something, bestie. Bye.